going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. All right, Judge Webster, Jay Regier, Kansas. Let's go. This defendant never stood a chance. Well, first of all, she brings her baby to court. Yeah, you know how I feel about that. I always look at it as a defense mechanism. After watching this a second time and making the thumbnail, I may have been wrong about calling the baby a prop. That's often how I feel. She may just be home alone and she's taking care of her baby. So I apologize for that right off the jump. But it's generally how I feel when people bring their kids to court. Anyways, you got to watch it to believe it. Before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
Up Cowden on the record in 2023, TR 3624, State of Kansas versus Aubrey Marceline Jane Cowden. County Attorney Jared Regier for the state. Miss Cowden in person and pro se. Miss Cowden, is that you that just disappeared?
Yeah, sorry. My niece is getting loud, so I had to pick her up.
All right. You were here last telling me you were going to apply for diversion on the tag not assigned and no insurance. Did you do that?
Well, I didn't qualify, so I didn't do that. But I know now that I need to get a court-appointed attorney. And then I do have a question about the fingerprint.
All right. Are you employed at this time?
Yeah, I am.
And what do you do for a living?
I work for like a little burger place here in Arc City.
And do you work full time?
Yeah, I do. I work 40 hours a week.
Okay. How much do you make per month?
I make about $400 a week, so about $1,200 or $1,600 a month.
Do you pay rent or a mortgage?
Well, yeah, I pay rent. I pay $350 a month.
And are you married or single?
Single.
Do you pay any utilities?
Yeah, probably about $150 a month for all of them.
Do you have any vehicles?
Yeah, I have a financed vehicle.
Okay, what do you pay on that?
$500 a month.
All right. Any other income?
No.
I will find that you qualify and I will appoint Attorney Darren Patterson. Did you by chance get his name and number?
No, but I can.
All right. Do you have a pencil and paper?
Yes, 1 second. Okay, what is it?
It's Darren, Darren Patterson, Patterson. His phone number is 316-322-7. Call him as soon as we adjourn here and tell his staff your contact information and your court date, which, remind me, Destiny, on that Monday is
November 18th, Judge.
November 18th. You must be here by Zoom, November 18th at 8 a.m. And I did order you to do a $1,000 OR bond on June 12th. Did you go do that? Get your picture printed and bond?
No, I made an appointment and I did miss the appointment. I've tried to call numerous times and I can't. They'll transfer me to something called ADM or Human Resources, but I still can't get to an actual person to remake the appointment.
Well, you don't get to remake the appointment. Generally, a warrant usually issues. It's like a court date. You either do it or you don't. And I'm not going to repeat the lecture I gave the gentleman, Mr. Bird, about not following my orders or how important they are. I'll let you talk to Mr. Patterson about that. Now,
Okay.
The question, Mr. Regier, is do I send a warrant out after her, or do I give her another chance to schedule and maybe she'll make it and maybe she won't. Does the state have any opinion on that?
All right, before Mr. Vergara speaks, all right, this is now the third time I've watched this clip, and I missed the fact that this is her niece, not her baby. And now she's babysitting. Okay, now I feel even worse. So she probably doesn't have someone else to watch the kid because she's probably babysitting for her sister or brother. Anyways, you're in court. Why? Why did you accept this job? See, this is still why I call this a prop.
Your Honor, what I can.
Sorry, I accidentally hit play. Anyways, what I also wanted to say is the Mr. Bird that Judge Webster just referenced, he did a lot of things that he did a few things that he wasn't supposed to, and judge ordered, it was during his sentence, and judge ordered him 120 days in jail. You could see him visually, his stomach dropped, and at the very end, Judge Webster said, "Okay, I'll give you one chance to do what you're supposed to do in the next." I don't know. I think Judge Webster gave him 30 days to do it, and he said, "Yes, absolutely, I will get that done." Now, there's a few things that are different about this case, and it's about to happen. Keep watching.
Tell the court is that I am showing a jail affidavit indicating, quote, that as of August 13th, 2024, the defendant failed to report to the Butler County Detention Facility as directed by the court to be processed and released. In reviewing my notes, it would appear that that was approximately 2 months and 1 day after the matter first came before the court on June 12th. Beyond that, I will respectfully defer to the court, and my office is prepared to make appropriate paperwork for submission to the court for your Honor's review for that purpose.
Well, Miss Cadden, I'm tempted, and I may just issue an arrest warrant and make you put up a cash bond if I can't trust you to do what you tell me you're going to do. But,
Your Honor,
sir,
just to let you know, Mr. Bird never entered the breakout room either, so you might want to consider that also.
oh, good grief, people. Apparently,
Well,
I ain't tough enough.
There's times to get a hold of somebody. I'm not trying to avoid.
You don't do that. It's not their fault that you didn't go out. But why don't you tell me your reason for not going out?
Well, I live all the way in Arc City and I work 6 days a week. And I tried to make it, the only day I don't work is Monday.
Did you tell the officer that when he set up a time?
Well, I didn't have a job then when I set up the appointment, and I have a job now.
Well, you should have told your employer, I can't make that 1 day. I try to be reasonable, but if you can't work with me, then I'm gonna have to get a lot tougher.
When I was told originally by the district attorney when I first got a court date, that wasn't the actual court date, because I got pulled over by a sheriff's officer, that if I emailed them my insurance and tags, they would drop all of this. This was clear back in November, and I'm still going to court, even though I emailed my tags and my insurance. That's the only reason I even want an attorney.
And whose baby do you have now? You said that's your niece?
Yeah, this is my sister's. I have an 8-year-old stepdaughter, but she lives with me. So
you are married? You're married?
Nope.
Her stepdaughter lives with you, but her dad does not?
No, both of her parents are kind of MIA.
And what would be different if I just gave you a new date to turn yourself in?
Well, if it's a Monday, then I won't have to work.
So I have to work around your schedule.
Well, not necessarily, but I am the only cook. Like right now we have 2 15-year-old employees and just myself.
If you're not there, the people of Arc City go hungry for their burgers.
Yeah. I promise I am not trying to avoid getting it done. I've had I'm a felon.
But you did avoid getting it done. And the jail doesn't, I'm not going to get into all that. I'm going to issue a bench warrant. I'm going to set your bond At $500 cash or surety, and you can turn yourself in there in Arc City.
They're going to take me all the way to El Dorado and I have to have $500 to get out of jail.
You can talk to them about bondsmen and making bond down there. They can arrest you down there. They can make you post your bond down there. A bondsman may be able to help you with that bond. And I'll reserve November 18th at 8 a.m. as a court date for them, but I appreciate the fact you work. I really appreciate the fact that you work, and that's why I'm giving you such a low bond. But you have to understand that there are reasons for laws, and you have to follow those laws. And if I can't get you to follow my first basic order, then I'm concerned about the other matters. But you talk to Mr. Patterson, your attorney. And then if all goes as I've directed, I'll see you back here November 18th at 8 a.m. Any questions or comments from anyone else?
Seems pretty straightforward. Now listen to what happens. This is when she gets herself in trouble. And yes, again, I know I was wrong on the baby prop. It is not her child. But I still stand by my I don't like it when people bring their kids to court. Don't like it. Looks like they're trying to shield themselves from punishment. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't work with a lot of judges either. Judge Simpson, who might be the most compassionate judge when it comes to kids, he doesn't like it either. He calls people out on it. All right, let's finish this one up.
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Court security?
That'll work, Judge.
So what does it mean when I go do the fingerprints? Are they going to arrest me?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
They will arrest you, but they're going to have a $500 cash bond. So if you can work out payment, whether it's through a bondsman or family or friends, they'll release you upon payment of that money.
All right.
But if you don't do what you're told, it's going to get a whole lot worse.
Well, I tried to call 600 times.
Again, it's I don't know who you were calling, but it's not everybody else's fault. It's not everybody else's fault. You need to be responsible and take care of this.
I just don't understand why you can reschedule court, but you can't reschedule the fingerprints. I didn't have the means to get to El Dorado. What was I supposed to do? And now I don't have the means to pay the bond.
Okay, and now you're challenging me even more. I really try to work with people on a basic level. But if you don't get the importance of this, then I have to go. All right, you just contemptuously walked off on me, ma'am. I've been very patient.
Keep her content so that I can speak to you.
I have been you don't bring babies to court, first of all.
Okay, well, what do I do? Do I set her outside?
You don't take on babysitting jobs when you have a court appointment. Maybe I need to have you start appearing in person and not give you the courtesy of Zoom or the convenience of Zoom.
Okay.
You know, you don't strike me as a bad person, but you have just slowly wound yourself into a position that could get you put in jail on contempt of court or cost you fines for contempt of court. So you just need to understand that you got yourself into this jam. Maybe you did. Maybe the officers went out after you and you did nothing wrong, and your attorney will help show that. But you are here now, and you need to be respectful and follow court orders. I understand life can be tough, but once you get into certain predicaments, you have to take care of the consequences.
Okay, understandable.
All right. But if it's better for you to think of court in terms of coming in your best dressed and sitting on a bench and waiting your turn and coming and seeing me live and in person, if that's what makes you think that this is more serious, we can do that. I don't have to give you the convenience of your home there. All right. Anything further, Mr. Regier?
No, Judge.
Okay.
All right, this one's over. That's what I'm saying. If she was ordered to be there in person, she wouldn't have the baby. And why is she using the baby as an excuse? Yeah, most people respect court enough, even when on Zoom, to not do dumb things. It's the one or few people that are like this that will ruin it for everybody else. And I will finish with that. You guys all have a great rest of your day. If you haven't hit that like button, please do so. That's all I got. Until next time. Bye.
Ms. Cowden, I suggest that we adjourn now before you get into more trouble. You're excused at this time, but turn yourself in on your warrant.